Hello friends, welcome to the new session where I am going to teach you something interesting and informative. Do you know what is the topic that we are going to learn today? Today I am going to teach you all about multiplication. Have you heard this term before? So what do you mean by multiplication, children? Multiplication is something when we tend to do a repetitive addition. It is also called as repeated addition. Okay? Now, say for example, I have got 5 friends. Okay. Now, I have got 5 friends with me and I want to give them 4 chocolates each. Okay. So, how many times will I multiply? So, is it possible for me to keep on adding 5 so many times? No. It becomes monotonous. At the same time, it becomes very difficult and clumsy for me to find out the answers. So, what I will do is, I know that I have to give 4 chocolates to each of them. And I know that I have got totally 5 friends with me. So, what will I do is, I will categorize the 4 chocolates as one part and then I will divide it. So, which means that if I multiply 5 into 4, it gives me an answer 20. So, that means I have to purchase 20 chocolates which I will be distributing equally among my 5 friends. Okay. So, this grouping of the product into one form is called as multiplication. Fine. So, in this case, this 5 is called as my multiplicand. Okay. And this is the product. So, children, if you see here, this 5 and 4 are my multiplicand, which tells me how many times I have to do a repeated addition. Instead of adding this 5 into 4 so many times, like 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, if I add it so many times, it becomes very difficult for me even to calculate it. And sometimes I may end up having a wrong answer. But then if I categorize it, if I group it into a particular product, then it makes my work simplify and I am able to get my answer quickly. Okay. So, this 20 is called as my product. So, in a multiplication, whatever answer we derive, that is called as my product. And the numbers through which we multiply, they are called as my multiplicand. Okay. Now, say for example, I say I have 5 sisters. Okay. I wanted to gift them with 3 pencils each. How many pencils should I purchase so that I can equally distribute them? Okay. So, this is my question. It says that I have 5 sisters and I wanted to give them 3 pencils each. Okay. So, which means that my multiplication sum will be 5 sisters and each will be having 3 sets of pencils. Okay. Which will give me an answer 15. Okay. So, I need to buy 15 pencils and that if I divide among 5 sisters, each will be having 3 pencils. Okay. So, the 3 sets is divided into 5 times, or I can also write as 3 sets of pencils are added up 5 times. Okay. So when 3 sets of pencils are added up 5 times, it gives me a product 15. So 15 is the product. Okay. And this is the multiplicand. That is, how many times will I multiply? This is my multiplier. The 3 sets I have to multiply 5 times in order to get my answer. Is it clear, children? So in short, we can say that multiplication is the short form of repeated addition. Okay, and it is an operation which indicates that how many times we need to add up a number, or how many times do we have to multiply a number. It makes our work simple and easier to calculate. Now we are going to see the properties of multiplication.